Welcome to the November
And
episode.
December
Yes.
episode of the
Is that
Instagram Pipe Makers
this is
Club.
the November challenge though, right?
November
Yes.
challenge for
November
December,
challenge
yes.
for the Instagram Pipe Makers Club.
They had to come out of the gate swinging, Kirk. Holy crap.
Right? At least Nate covered up his burp.
Yeah, at least you didn't
Anyways,
say Indiana Pipe Club.
I'm going to now. Anyways, Nate, would you like to oh, welcome back by the way.
Thank you.
Did
You
you
want to
go
read?
somewhere?
He
He wasn't
wasn't
on last
on last
episode.
time.
Oh,
Jay
that's
didn't notice.
right. I did. It was so long. Look, dude, I'm old. I forget.
So for the November challenge, Jay put this out to the group. Why don't we try something different? Yes, it's November, and as this month's challenge will end as the Christmas season should begin, let's do something a bit seasonal. We've all seen Christmas pipes made by various factories, but what has never been seen, by me at least, is a Christmas smoking pipe that doubles as a Christmas tree ornament. So, an aesthetically seasonal Christmas pipe that can be hung and appear to be a tree ornament. Think the big silver and gold balls and blingy, gaudy eggs. I think eggs are more like an Easter thing, Jay, but anyway, or the sleds.
Not for
And
Jews.
You put them up there. Exactly. They go on. They're like ornaments. They have like the
eggs?
Fabergé eggs.
Oh, okay. Fabergé. All right, whatever.
You're in Indiana. I wouldn't expect you to understand Fabergé, except if it's by
I
Brute.
know
Brute by
Fabergé.
Fabergé, exactly.
Or the
I've
sleds and the
never
little
tried Fabergé
structures.
before. Is it pretty good?
No.
The sleds are little structures that hold a picture from 30 years ago that's always hidden at the back of the tree. That's true. It is. Fun, whimsical, odd, and completely functional as a pipe and an ornament.
Yes. All the ugly ornaments go to the back of the tree.
That's true.
Like
That's
the one kids made and guilted you into keeping.
my
Yeah.
mom's tree is just covered in the stuff that we made as kids. Like it's like the family tree.
It's an
And
ugly tree.
all the stuff I made is in the back. I'm not what one would call talented
Can
when it
I
comes
ask
to
you
making
something?
tree
So you're
ornaments.
not talented. You can't cut a straight line. You can't even hammer a nail. What, what can you do aside from looking at feces and blood and urine that come through a mail tube that you spin in for exams?
Not much.
Okay,
It's
fair enough.
it's a real short list.
I can grow a beard and I know things
Yeah,
that don't matter.
very useless things.
He's really good at sending reels on Instagram.
I'm
Uh,
prolific at that. Yeah.
I am trying to get past the whole Jeffrey Dahmer glasses thing. Looking at you now, it's one thing to hear about it, but looking at them, it's with the beard and the mustache.
Terrifying, isn't it?
It's a little creepy. I gotta say,
Imagine sitting in a basement alone with
if
that.
those were tinted just a little bit,
Yeah.
I mean, you got the gold frames. Those are gold frames, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're definitely rocking the '70s serial killer type thing going.
Oh, for sure. And actually, these are transition lenses, so they do get tinted when I go into the sun,
Oh, okay.
which is nice.
Yeah. I usually, when I buy my glasses, I buy them so they have a slight tint, and then they get darker in the sun.
Okay.
All right,
Are we going to do this or are we just going to banter?
Ah, we could do. We go either way. I have my Christmas mug here for my coffee, for the moment of the hour.
All right, you guys can see the pictures, right?
We see the picture,
All
Nick
right.
Kirk. We see the picture.
I will say we didn't have a whole lot of entries this month, but
No, we didn't.
what we did have, I was very impressed with.
Oh, there were a few there that really just blew me away. We'll get
Same
there.
here.
All right.
Okay.
So
I really hope Kirky downloaded like all the pictures, not just the one where it shows the bowl only.
no, I downloaded every single picture, so and there's a lot of them, a lot of pictures. Like
But
nothing
you
many
did get it
pipes,
from the finished pipe page, not the in progress, right?
No, I got them from the
Like I told you from the finished pipe page.
I got them from the Pipe in the Hat channel.
Okay. No. Go on. But you have to go to the next one because we can't even see the pipe except for the bowl.
Well, that was the first picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
so
on.
here we go. Here we go.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So this is from PM Whitmore,
More.
and he says, "Okay, here is my humble entry into this month's challenge. I colored this like some of the old ornaments I remembered from my great grandmother's tree and left it a bit rough in spots to give it an aged look. The clear green swirl accent ring I shaped to be reminiscent of an old Christmas lights. And I liked how the resin stem adds a bit of color. I used a strip of leather to make the holder and or holder slash hanger and laser engraved it with a Christmas tree and the Christmas 2024. It says, let's see, here are the stats. It's the Z16, the Christmas ornament nose warmer. It's 4.8 inches long, 1.36 inches high, and resin stem, draft hole, and chamber. Let's see, clear green swirl acrylic accent ring, carbonized bowl coating, leather pipe holder slash hanger. And a little short for what I would personally prefer, but I really like where his head's at with this one. I really dig the little holder hanger thing. I think that's very, very cool. But the color combination, personally, I thought was spot on.
So let me ask you something. When you think of Christmas, do you automatically first think of the colors of Christmas, red and green?
Usually,
I do like the accent piece, like the old lights that you would hang.
yeah, yeah.
That was a nice touch. Kirk,
know
go
the-
to another picture. Shows the profile. There you go. Yeah, I mean, look, it says Christmas. Just looking at it.
Yeah.
Looks like Santa's pipe.
Have you seen Santa smoking a pipe?
No, but if I imagine what Santa smoked, this would be it.
So I have
Okay.
a friend. I have a friend. His or her dad's dresses as Santa every year and goes to houses and takes pictures and everything. And he smokes a pipe and he'll do some candid pictures with his pipe and everything. And it's
Of
pretty
course
cool.
he does. I knew there was something coming with this. He sneaks into people's houses and then takes candid pictures with a pipe in front of their tree, and then steals their crap and goes. No, I mean, look, this says Christmas, and that was the main challenge. That a pipe says Christmas. You want to feel Christmas, and then you want to be able to hang it on the tree. And with that leather strap, it's exactly what it does. I like
Nate,
it.
would your wife let you hang this on the tree, Nate?
Um, yeah, I think she probably would, as long as it was unsmoked.
I was gonna say probably might be stinking up the tree.
You know what I like? You know how how he did on the bowl, the the rustication just on the two rings.
Hmm.
It's like two pieces of garland going around.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I can't pinpoint it, but this thing makes me think of like those old ceramic Christmas trees with like the inserted light bulb or the
I
little.
had the little plastic. Exactly. Yes. I have two of them downstairs.
I have one in my living room.
I have two Christmas trees.
I have 8.
I know. You're sick.
Why would you have a Christmas tree? You don't believe in Christmas.
I believe in gifts. I don't believe in Christmas.
I'm
If you
sorry.
don't believe, you don't receive.
That's true.
All right. What do you got next?
Some more. I don't know if you want.
I mean, like next bite. The stem is gorgeous. Perfect for it.
Yeah.
Here's a collage
Beautiful.
of everything.
Very nice.
CZ.
Can you spot the pipe?
Yeah. This is ZZ's tree, by the way, at home.
I do spot the pipe. Yeah.
He actually has several pipes in there.
Nope. Just the one.
What? I mean, he sent me a close-up picture of all the pipes, so I know that they're there.
Oh, it's the star.
Yeah.
Well, it is in this one. The first picture, it wasn't.
No, he had it like draped in the middle.
Yeah, top right.
There's
So I'm looking, and he didn't really give any information about this.
No, he didn't.
He just said,
Ciao, ciao.
"Morning, need a proper tree for my masterpiece."
Yeah.
This is a very unique kind of a Christmas tree. Um, I've never seen anything like it.
He put this together because of the pipe.
So he made a pipe and then built a tree to match the pipe.
Yes.
That's wild.
Right? Look, you you got to give this guy kudos for creativity, ingenuity, and patience, as well as the lengths he's willing to go.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's incredible because he's like, I'm going to make this pipe. And immediately he was like, I don't know if it's going to look like an ornament on a regular tree. So I have to build a tree that fits this pipe to meet the challenge requirements. That's incredible.
Right? I mean, look, he did a phenomenal job. You look at that pipe on top of the tree like that, and it belongs there. You look at it
Yeah.
on the right, and it belongs there.
Yeah. No, I love it. This is incredible.
I don't think the pipe would have screamed Christmas if it wasn't in the pictures like this.
Right. No, I mean, I agree. It kind of reminds me, how I used to take like some people would string up popcorn and hang it on a
Yes,
tree,
I never
or
did.
I've also seen them string up Kix, the cereal. And that's what I thought of immediately when I saw this was like a string of like the Kix cereal on a tree,
Mhm.
like with the popcorn. That's what I thought of when I saw this.
For a family that talks about being growing up poor, you took a $10 box of cereal and strung it up on a tree.
Well, Kix is a cereal you can get through the WIC program. Um, so,
Well, okay. Lesson learned.
and it also just happened to be really gross. I don't know if you've had it recently. It's not good.
It's changed.
My brother liked kicks so much he stuck a piece up his nose and didn't tell anybody. And then his nose like grew around it. And the
How long was
doctor
it there for?
the doctor thinks at least 2 years.
Oh my God.
How did it not dissolve?
The
With its
do-
Kix.
He didn't sneeze for 2 years.
the doctor he had a really nasally voice and we didn't know why. And the doctor found it on a random exam of his nose. We took him to like a ENT appointment and they had to surgically remove it.
That is
They
wild.
couldn't just like smash it. It must have been stale by then.
No, like literally his nose had like grown around it.
Well, and they say kicks is for kids, just not for
That's-
stupid kids.
That's
That's
tricks.
tricks.
Tricks is for kids.
Yeah.
Kicks aren't for kids.
Get your garbage cereal straight, Jay.
I don't eat that crap. When I was a kid, we had grape nuts when I was a kid because it was healthy. It would build
Insane.
muscle. It was disgusting.
Tricks and Kicks are both General Mills cereals, and they
Here's
were in
a-
our boycott box, so we weren't allowed to buy them.
So, anyways, here's another picture of the pipe in a different position.
Right now, you see it. There's another pipe in the bottom left.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah. There's also another one someplace.
Um,
I mean, look, if you're going to make a tree for your pipe, you might as well make it for a few pipes.
Yeah.
Nate, don't show this to your wife. Otherwise, she'll have to have one made and she'll have
The-
to hire
the
an
ninth
engineer
tree.
to build.
That'll never happen yet because all those pieces would have to be cut, and he won't be able to do it.
yeah, I only see 2 pipes.
Go ahead, go to the next picture. This I thought was just ingenious with the design
I
and the
yeah.
grain. He did
Let
a
me let
phenomenal
me let
job.
me let me go to this first,
Okay.
and I'll go back.
Go ahead and
A
read it.
little late for going to that first, but so it says this shape is definitely unusual, but I wanted something that would flow and hang like an ornament and kind of hide the chamber. The stem material is alumilite resin, including the pearl accent with a copper washer as an accent as well. Originally, I was planning to do it all smooth with a black stain with engravings, but with the beautiful grain on the right side, I had to change direction. So I thought, what color would go with the stem material that, sorry, excuse me. So I thought, what colors would go with the stem materials, and this is what I came up with. Here are the dimensions. And then he lists the dimensions 6.5 inches long. It's got a resin stem, but this thing is I love this pipe. I think this is it reminds me of like the old spoons decoration that they used to hang on trees, like the silver spoon things.
You would hang spoons on your tree too?
It's not like a real spoon, but like kind of like those fishing spoons.
Fishing spoons?
Yeah, you ever use a spoon when you went fishing?
Oh,
The
like
ones that you use with your fishing gloves?
a spoon jig?
Anyway, this reminds me of an old Christmas tree ornament.
If you were to have that hanging in a tree with the chamber facing in, you would never know it was a pipe.
Never.
With the decoration on it and everything else, the grain on it is beautiful. He really read the briar on this. And it just looks like something that belongs on the tree as an ornament. You have the red stem with the white insert there, like a Santa hat. It just looks like a piece of art.
You know what's crazy to me is Chad's not been making pipes that long. Like he's a relatively new pipe maker, and this is spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether he read the grain by accident or he did it on purpose, it's phenomenal.
And
Can you zoom into that picture on the middle, on the right?
I love
All right,
that
stop right there.
he did this engraving
Yeah,
on everything but that beautiful grain.
it exactly. It adds so much to it. You could see underneath it, the grain isn't there as it is on the other side.
Right.
So doing that and over there only.
What are you doing, Kirk?
Absolutely
I'm
perfect.
sorry. I'm trying to. I thought there was a separate
Well,
picture.
just leave it there.
Don't touch it, Kirk.
Now, and you see the other side in the top left over here with the grain, just absolutely gorgeous.
No, I can't see. He zoomed in too much. I can't see anything.
Right there in the main picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now just move up so I can see that bottom right corner, the top part of the pipe.
And it looks like that resin has a little bit of green fleck in it, that red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does.
It's just spectacular. The color combination. I like that little copper washer.
Have
the
you
copper
ever?
washer and the pearl, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever smoked a pipe with alumilite as a stem?
No.
It's a lot like that Eldrick stem. It's not exactly, well, it's like acrylic, but soft like ebonite. It's that hybrid in between.
Nice.
I haven't decided if I have one or two. I haven't decided if I truly like it or not yet. I do know it's not uncomfortable. This is a pretty piece.
Yeah.
He did a nice
beautiful.
job.
Yeah.
Almost like a sleigh when it's laying down,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or a toboggan.
Or one of those old-fashioned ornament spoons.
Well, like the
Or
fishing
one of
spoons?
those. Yeah.
The fishing spoons, like those?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think it's funny that the guy that doesn't fish is talking about fishing spoons.
That's why none of us know what he's talking about.
I mean, there are spoon jigs, but I don't think Nate knows what that is.
Well, are you talking about the little metal flashy thing that goes on some of those fishing lures?
Yeah.
Those right. So that's exactly what he's talking about.
Did you
I'll
you hung
send
those
you
on a
guys a
tree as a
link.
kid, Nate?
Oh my gosh, no.
Did you use like the hooks to hang them on the tree to like hold it there?
No. It doesn't matter. Let's go on.
I love it. I love this piece.
Yeah.
Does it give the dimension? How big it is? How long it is?
Yeah, it's 6.5 inches long.
It doesn't look that long.
No,
That's
I don't think he can measure. I'm just kidding. He says it's 2.25 inches high on the bowl height. The chamber is 0.875 inches. Um, yeah, but 6.5 inches long. It does not look that long.
No, I would say 4.5 or so, like a nose warmer type, piece. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's a very well made piece. All right,
good work, Chad.
move along.
Next is
Yeah, this one, I was real happy and pleased with the way he did this. There you go.
This reminds me of one of the ornaments I made as a kid.
On the back of the tree.
Are you saying his pipe's bad, Nate?
You know what this reminded me of first thing? Before he strung up the sides was, remember those things that you would knock them up and back?
yeah, the drum thing where you like
Yeah.
like the Karate Kid thing.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Well, those are called something, but I can't.
They are. They're Karate Kid drum things.
Yeah.
They're the hand twisty drum toy.
That's exactly it. I think I look, you know what? I would never have imagined a drum. It's Christmas. The whole idea is to do something different and unusual. If this was in a tree, you would absolutely think it was an ornament because it's a drum.
It looks like
Yeah,
a candy cane. The shank looks like a candy cane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Like Whitehead did that beaver. It was just nuts.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Well, he posted it. Everybody's seen it.
Um,
Zoom into the top left or the bottom right. I just want to see what's, yeah, right there. Go ahead, a little bit more. A little more. Okay, stop. So the whole thing was just one piece of briar that it's not an added ring onto it. It's one piece of briar that is shaped to be the drum. And then he notched it, drilled it the holes for the yeah, so he made it like a spool kind of thing, and then the chamber and all. That's pretty neat. And then laser engraved that.
I talked to Richard on the phone today. He called my work.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've
He
never
told-
done that.
Yeah. Two people that listen to the podcast have called my work. Jay and Richard.
I never called your work.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I
You
called
call-
your cell phone. Oh, I did call your work.
You called my work behind my back and asked my receptionist if you could use my calendar picture.
That's right. How's she doing, by the way? Tell her I said Merry Christmas.
No.
I'll tell her. We have a coffee date next week.
Okay. Maybe you can hire her.
No. Why, are you firing her too?
No.
why did he call you? Was there a point to that?
Well, yeah. The point was he called the office and said, "Hey, can I speak to Justin?" And she said, "Well, can I ask who's calling?" And he wouldn't tell her who was calling, only that Richard. And she was like, "Well, can I tell him what company you're with, Richard?" And he said, I'm a contractor. He'll know who I am." And she sends me the message, and I walk up to her desk, and I was like, "Who's Richard? And why did you not get email?" She's like, "He wouldn't give me any information."
That's funny.
Well, I forgot about that.
So I called the number, and I was like, "Hey, this is Justin with so and such place." And then I heard his voice, and I was like, "Richard freaking Epley." I just heard his voice, and I knew who it was.
He has a very distinct voice. Yeah.
Zoom into that right there. I want to see the chamber.
I keep going.
No, right there. That's good.
Okay.
I can't tell how deep that is because I mean it looks like it's a fairly large pipe,
Let me
so it's
see
got
if
to
I
be a
can
fairly deep chamber.
another picture somewhere.
I'm wondering how far that acrylic goes into the stumble.
Well, see, that's what I was trying to figure out. You see how low it is
Mm-hmm.
compared to where the chamber is. That's got to be pretty deep.
Oh, I just realized he's got like it's engraved swirl on the shank there, like a candy cane swirl.
Just like you said.
When I was a kid, I made a Christmas tree ornament. I made a drum out of like milk bottle caps and like pipe cleaners. So that's why I said this reminds me of an ornament I made when I was a kid. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this.
That's why your mother put it at the back of the tree first thing.
This is much prettier than the one I made.
That's like what's that character off of the Toy Story movie? Forky?
Working.
Yeah, it's like
Does
Toy
your mother
Story
still have
4.
this tree?
Yeah, every year.
All right, so then when you go there, you need to take a picture of these ornaments of yours,
I'll send you some pics.
of the ornaments on the tree, please.
Yeah. All right.
None like you sent last time. Totally inappropriate. All right, go
Those
on,
are
Kirk.
now this one,
Insane.
Are those crack
insane.
rocks?
It's you can't get it wet. It'll start to crackle and pop.
He said, I eventually managed to put something together. Tyranite stem olive stummel. Finish is crushed quartz and citrines, for the most part, applied one chip at a time. Brass accent, mortise, and tenon.
Mm.
That is crazy.
Zoom in a little bit.
Hmm.
Could you imagine one at a time?
No.
That's like, you have to put it on and then layer it and then wait and then put it on and then layer it and wait. And
Nate, you
aside
didn't say
from,
who this was by.
oh,
Oh,
this
this
is this
is
is Johan.
everybody. This is Johann of Freehand Pipes. I shouldn't say
I,
everyone
I
knows because some of
figured
them
that,
might.
but our listeners may not have known. So
That's true.
Oops.
I mean,
Thank you.
when you see something as creative and out of the world like this, it's Johan. He's got a thing for quartz, which is, like on the pipes that we have.
Yeah,
that brass accent ring, is that at the bottom of a shell casing?
That's what I'm looking at. You
it
see it?
looks like it.
20 gauge, maybe?
Mm-mm. It's a pistol cartridge.
Is it? Let me see. Move in. I mean, he cut it down.
Yeah, because if it was, it would have a
Zoom
it
in
would
more.
have a flared base if it was a.
There it is, right there. Yeah, there's the primer holder here. Oh, it's got to be a 45 then. Can't be a 9 millimeter. Right there. Hold on. Move. Zoom right into it from there. That's where you could see it. See it?
Oh, it does have a rim on it. Maybe
Yeah.
it is a 20 gauge. I don't know.
You see it?
Are they allowed to have guns in his country?
I don't know. That's interesting.
Maybe that's contraband.
Where is he again?
Is it Norway? Sweden?
He's in Sweden.
Sweden.
I know Switzerland. Every household I know used to be required to have a firearm.
Well, look at that stem. I can't.
I think that's just the way the angle is of the
Okay.
picture. Yeah, because there's no top part of the bit there.
Yeah.
Go to another
Maybe.
picture. Keep going. Keep going. No, no, maybe it doesn't.
Doesn't have a top button.
Hmm.
Looks like.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Well, so this stem is made for somebody who only has a bottom row of teeth,
It's got to be smooth in those top hairy gums,
right? Well, if you bit into that quartz, you won't have any top teeth.
Maybe those rocks are the reason you don't have teeth.
Now, what's the first thing you think of when it comes to Christmas and you're looking at this pipe?
The abominable snowman.
Jack
Yes.
Frost.
Bumble, whatever, Bumble.
Yeah, Bumble, the abominable snowman.
That's exactly who it is. Exactly what I thought of when I saw it.
Same here. Honestly, that's exactly what I thought of.
I saw it on the Discord. I saw her make it, and Bumble popped right into my head. That was it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw it, I thought the same thing.
And look, you don't need the top bit there because the other elf wants to be a dentist anyway.
It's true.
It's all that cable.
Every single year for Halloween, I want to dress up as Yukon Cornelius,
But
and I've never done it. I always want to.
so why haven't you?
He's not manly enough.
So you'd rather go as a
true.
barista?
You know what? It's actually a lot easier to get a barista outfit than to put together a Yukon's outfit.
Yeah. But again, you were going to insult the actual barista the way you wanted to do it. But then it turned out he was exactly the way you were.
It's true.
I mean,
I
look
love
at
this
it. It looks
piece.
like he should work at Starbucks.
I don't want to put a 6-foot hair out of my latte. I don't care what
Yeah.
you guys think that it's okay for hair to be in your food when you go out to eat. It's sickening.
I just pull it out and keep eating.
No, you can't complain either. They'll just give you a more.
I don't complain. I just keep eating.
I love this piece.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, there's the collage. Next time, I'm gonna put the collages at the beginning.
That'd be a good idea, Kurt.
It's a learning curve. Look, Kurt downloaded the pictures. He put them up there. It's a learning curve. He'll get it.
He's doing a great job.
Well, all Jay said was start from the top or the bottom, and that's how they were.
Yeah, but you have to, put it in some type of fashion, like when I do it. That's why it's not just like a 2-minute thing.
You can use some of your own discretion when doing this stuff too.
Yes.
You think that shell casing came from Yukon Cornelius?
No, he carried a revolver, and I don't think it'd be that big.
Is that ring attached to the pipe, or because it's
That's
not
what
attached?
I was gonna ask. That
I don't think it's
I don't
attached
think
to
is.
it.
No,
I think it's just there to hold it up.
because when you look at this picture, it's
It's not in the same spot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Go on. Move along.
I think that's it. Oh,
No.
There's his beaver.
That's
Now
a beaver.
This one is.
This
super
is a
cute.
beaver. It is on the tree as an ornament, as if you went someplace on vacation and you picked up an ornament in the gift shop,
Like Canada.
like Canada. I mean, look at the top of the wood that was cut as if the beaver chewed it. The beaver tail stem. I mean, and there it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look at the
Even
texture on the stem.
Look at the texture. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I beat you to it? Let's
Yeah.
pretend I never said it. Go ahead, Kirk. You go.
The texture on the stem. Look at that.
Oh my God, look at that. It's like just like a beaver tail.
Wow, that's wild.
Isn't that just the craziest thing?
That's a good eye you got there, Kirk. I didn't even notice that.
It looks
No.
delicious.
Kirk, very good picking that up.
The tail
You
looks
say it-
delicious.
You see it looks
Mhm.
delicious?
Yeah, you guys
Beaver
never had
tail?
beaver tail before?
Oh yeah.
I've had lots
No.
of beaver, just never the tail.
Heyo.
If you skin a beaver tail and you throw it in a crock pot,
I have to sometimes remember that you three are not from where I'm from.
The
no, you're from
60s.
New York and we're from Indiana.
Yeah, we don't have beavers here on
You
Long
have
Island.
beavers in
Here-
New York.
We don't have them on Long Island.
Mm.
We can't just go to the the food truck and get a beaver tail. It's a different location you have to go to get tail like that.
Do you think that people sell beaver tail here in Indiana?
No, I don't believe they do. I believe you people
What
go
do you
into
mean,
your
you
truck,
people?
drive down the road, and go into the water, get yourself a
Water?
beaver, cut off the tail, and throw it in a pot.
Beaver?
A beaver.
Listen, man, beaver's used in all sorts of things, and the tail is delicious.
What
Look at
if
that face.
Oh, you're so cute.
He
they're
looks
vicious?
Those little
delicious.
They're
paws.
vicious.
Yeah, the paw. Yeah.
I'll never forget. I went fly fishing once upstate, and where was I? The Adirondacks. I was in this river, and must have been there 5, 6 in the morning. It was nice. It was quiet. Nothing around. All of a sudden, after about an hour in, I keep getting splattered with water, and this thing, and you hear the noise. The beaver was coming at me, slapping his tail at me because I was too close to the shit he was putting together.
You were in his territory.
I was in his
The dam?
territory. But I didn't see the dam. There was no dam there. There was no dam. Now, it was just that he was there. He was collecting more wood for it, but I wasn't sure exactly how far down it was.
I managed a tree farm, and they had a pond there, and there was a beaver that lived in that pond.
What was
And I
his
used to
name?
I used to go on breaks and after work, and I'd go out canoeing on that pond, and he would we had a pretty good friendship. He'd slap his tail, swim underneath my canoe, come up on the other side and slap his tail. Sometimes he'd bump the bottom of the canoe and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to be friends. I don't think he was playing with you,
We had a great friendship for a long time until I shot him.
and then had his tail.
Yeah.
I hear that's what happens with the best friendships.
That's incredible.
That's very, very cool.
Does he say what material is the beaver briar?
Yeah,
There's no information.
it's he made. I had him make me a pumpkin head last year, which came out great. Like he does pretty artistic work. The crazy thing is, I don't think he actually smokes pipes.
See, this is right up my alley. This is a pipe I could probably make.
This is the challenge you should have done.
Well, I should have, but
You did.
I did go out and clean my shop up the other day, so I think I might. I don't know. I got 2 weeks off around Christmas. Maybe I'll make a pipe for this month's challenge.
For this month's challenge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll see.
This month's challenge, I really am holding the artisans to the fire as to what can be done. I took away some of the creativity and left them with just the decision of what shape to make.
Well,
Maybe I won't
You
do
want-
it this month.
you want to hear what the challenge was?
Hey, Nate, that's a great idea.
You guys like how I teed that up?
I did.
I don't know if you guys
So,
caught
Jay-
that, but I did that on purpose.
Sure you did. Jay said,
I'm a great producer guy, okay?
Oh,
okay. Took a bit to decide how to do this going forward. Since we focused on December with November's challenge, as the pieces will be shown in the month of the challenge's intended idea, let's continue that and see how it goes. For January, a new year, a new you, a new shape for you. Any shape. Let me rephrase that now for the challenge. Any textbook traditional shape following all the rules of the design that you have never tried before. So, Justin, that's like every shape for you.
Yeah, exactly. Except a Lovat. That's the only shape I've made.
Exactly. And I will search your IG. That's short for Instagram. The traditional shapes of pipes are often these days glossed over with all of the exotic adornments and freestyle. Freeform and freedom taken on the deviation of them. The actual textbook design of, for instance, a billiard can be one of the most difficult to create. The bowl height is 1.25 times as high as it is the diameter, and the stem is 1.5 times the shank, while the overall length should be 3 times the bowl height. So search for a traditional shape you've never done, pull out a calculator and some calipers, and see what you can come up with. For this one, I wish you luck. This one is a true challenge of skill and the understanding of your equipment. Until then, happy holidays.
So
Happy holidays.
let me get this straight. They have to abide by those dimension ratios for this challenge?
No, not those. Those are what he just read off that I wrote are the traditional dimensions of a textbook billiard. So they're going to pick out any classic traditional shape, textbook shape, Dunhill Callaway, however you want to think about it. Okay. Bulldog, Rhodesian, bent bulldog, whatever it is, Lovat, Canadian, Lumberman. And there are specifics to the shape. You know, doing freehand stuff and being creative and coming up with something is wonderful. And that's the artistic part. Dialing down to the actual fundamentals of pipe making is very difficult. To create a perfect billiard is very hard. A blowfish even has specific rules to it. The angles, the shape, the lines, the way the chamber and bowl kind of offset from the rest of it. A bent bulldog, a bent Rhodesian. There are rules to the aesthetics of it and the dimensions.
So let me ask you this, as somebody who doesn't make pipes at all myself, where do you get that kind of textbook information from?
Well, there are actually a couple of sites that have it. Kevin Foster actually posted on the Discord a link to one, which is one that I always look at. You go onto it, you pick out the shape, and it gives you pretty much what the dimensions should be from when that design or shape was put into a catalog.
Okay. Well, cool.
So what we should be seeing are actual, not the craziness, not the wacky and freehand and free form, but actual pipes and shapes that we've all known and have seen before, whether it's from Costello, Radici, Dunhill, Peterson. It doesn't matter. These are the textbook shapes, but it also has to be one that they've never done before. You know, don't come up with a Canadian or a Lovat that you always do and bring it up for the challenge. I will check the Instagrams and see if you've ever made one before.
So if Jason Patrick does a Lovat,
I was just going to use him as an example. Exactly.
Talking about he's never done Lovats before.
No, never. He's done Lovitz, but never a Lovat. That's totally different. You know, Jason is one of the few that will probably have the hardest time, only because if you look at his page, his catalog of work covers a lot of shapes. So for him to find one that he hasn't done, or maybe one that he hasn't done textbook style, yeah, maybe he's put his own flair on it or something. That's different. But
I feel like Kevin would be another one.
Kevin Foster.
He's
Well, he hasn't done a lot of traditional shapes. He's done a lot that are similar to a traditional shape, but they've never been traditional shapes. So this one will be an absolute true challenge of skill, which is why you really have to know your equipment.
Well, consider me out then.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to try this one. You know, you really, it's not just a matter of, math and engineering. You're going to pick a shape. You have to get the dimensions right. You also have to figure out how you're going to drill it because, there are certain ways of drilling some of these shapes specifically. So, a bent bulldog, uh, smokes correctly. The stem has to be a certain length to it. It'll be interesting what they come up with.
I can do this one. I got an idea.
You have an idea?
I do. I'm gonna do
it has to be
I'm gonna do a poker.
it has to be a shape that you've never done before.
I'm gonna do a poker.
You can do a poker. You can poker all you want.
I got this.
There are rules to the dimensions of a poker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you should have no problem with it. You just take two pieces of wood and slap it together and put a stem on it.
Oh, it's
You
gonna
could
be
do
all
it-
one. It's gonna be a one-piece stumble. I
You could-
ain't
You could
cheating.
do that with a couple of 2x4s.
I ain't cheating.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to it. You know what? You need to come up with a poker for this challenge.
I'm going to.
I want you to.
I'm going to.
I want you to see it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The next episode of this, there's gonna be a poker from me.
Okay. You
Maybe.
poker.
Maybe.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun challenge, kind of see what people come up with,
Yeah.
especially some of the like Johan. He's so untraditional. I think it's going to be interesting to see what he comes up with for a traditional shape.
That's the whole thing. That's the point. There
Yeah.
are a lot of guys that only know how to do or are only comfortable doing freehand because there are no rules.
Right. Right.
So now when you have to dial it in to something more specific, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah, I think that's going to be. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited about the.
I don't care what the grain looks like. I don't care what the aesthetics look like. It makes no difference, the grain orientation or whether there's a fissure or I don't care. I just want to see the attempt at a traditional shape, measurement and all.
I got
Sweet.
this.
I know you're doing a poker.
It's a
Poker,
pipe,
I
man.
hardly
It's a
know
pipe.
her.
I'm doing a pipe.
Okay. A poker. You could take the easy way out. That's fine.
Hey, for my fourth pipe, I think you'll be
Fourth
happy.
pipe, 400th pipe. What's the difference unless you push yourself?
What else we got? We done?
I think we're done.
Think that's it.
That's it. That's the end.
All right.
That's
Thanks
all,
for
folks.
watching. Thanks for listening. Have a happy holiday,
Yes.
and we'll see you
Happy holidays.
in the new
Merry
year.
Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. Did I miss any?
Festivus.
For the rest of us.
Yes. Airing of grievances.
Feats of strength.
Speaking of feet, I'm gonna go get my pedicure now.
Nice.
All good?
All good.
Sayonara, y'all.
See you guys later.
Bye.